Hello everyone! I know it's been a little while since I've talked about American Girls, but I thought, seeing that they're doing another Disney collab, that I should come back to talk about this. So without further ado, let's get into it. So a couple days ago, Mattel released a playline Rapunzel doll. Now, we did see a collector's doll for Rapunzel a couple months ago, but this one is $130 rather than the $310 that one was. This doll has yet again the Mary Grace mold with feather eyebrows, the new freckle pattern that we've been seeing, and long blonde hair. Now, the doll studio by Chris did say that this hair is very thick, somewhat like Julie, and it might be a bit hard for younger kids to take care of, which I am well aware of. As much as I love Rapunzel, I hate taking care of doll hair. It's like one of my least favorite parts about dolls, and one of the reasons that Kit is one of my favorite dolls, because I hate taking care of doll hair. So if you're like me, I would not recommend this doll just right off the bat. As pretty as she is, that hair is going to be a mess. Now let's talk about the outfit just a bit briefly. This is a very detailed outfit, almost as detailed as some other collector dolls that we've seen. It has that classic Rapunzel look, although her hair does not come in a braid this time. The shoes this time around I think are cuter. And the box, unlike dolls previously, comes in a normal, quote-unquote, American Girl doll box with not the big window and just the little porthole to see her face. And for $40 you can get Rapunzel's accessories. Similar to any other American Girl like Julie, Kit, whatever, she does have her own separate accessories. This time they are $40 though, which I think is a bit steep. Although I love the inclusion of Pascal, and you have her bag and the iconic frying pan, I do not think these are worth $40. That is definitely a Disney markup. Also retailing for $40 is Rapunzel's hair accessories. Now, the only way I think this would be worth $40 is if the little extension clip-ins are the same material that they use for any other American Girl doll's hair, which is that stunning, I think it's nylon, but I'm not sure. And I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Other than that, this set does not come with much. I mean, you could argue that it has the crown and it comes with the bag, but really, I don't think this set is worth $40 either. I much rather would have preferred to see a second outfit, although I don't know what they would have chose, because Rapunzel really just wears the one outfit, maybe her wedding dress, I'm not sure. Or they could have done their own take like the Disney ILY dolls and done a modern Rapunzel dress. I think that, or perhaps just another accessory set, would have been a lot better. Ooh, maybe the flying lanterns, now that I think of it. I think a flying lantern set. Or they could reuse, we've seen a lot of American Girl boats in the past. They could do one like that as her big ticket item, which I think all would have been a lot better than this hair accessory set. Although I do understand that if you're buying a Rapunzel doll, you probably like hair play. That is probably where they're trying to get at, but still, $40 is a bit much. Now, the last part for Rapunzel before we move on to Frozen, I do want to compare her to the collector doll. So this first image is the collector doll, and you can see that yes, she does have a lot more detail. There's a lot more bedazzled jewels and whatnot, but I honestly prefer the quote-unquote budget doll's dress a lot better. I think it just gives that more cottagecore Rapunzel vibe, and I think, once again, the doll's face looks a lot cuter on our new budget doll. I don't know if it's just the promo pictures or what, but I do not like the collector doll Rapunzel doll. Rapunzel's one of my favorite princesses, and I think she has this beautiful youthful look, and I don't know if it's the painted on makeup or what, but that doll just does not look like Rapunzel to me. And just to mention the shoes, these are the collector's shoes. They're all silky fabric, and these are the budget shoes, which I think are cuter and would probably hold up over time better. This is the collector doll's box, and yes, I do have to agree that this box is better, but I think the other box is fine. It's serviceable, and most people aren't going to keep a playline doll in the box anyway. Now let's talk about the Frozen dolls, because I have opinions. Now, it is no shock to me that they did Frozen dolls. It makes a lot of sense. It is surprising that they only released the dolls and didn't do any outfits or accessories with them like they did with Ariel and Tiana and whatnot, because Frozen is such a big Disney IP. I think they would have absolutely sold so many things if they sold the Frozen 2 outfits or an Olaf set or maybe the Coronation Day dresses. I think they could have done so much with that. But I do like what we got, so let's just quickly discuss the dolls before I get into my critiques and why I absolutely do not like the Elsa. So here is just an overview of the Elsa doll, and I do want to give Mattel and American Girl props because I do think they absolutely nailed the dress. It looks just like the movie, and I like that instead of taking the cheap route and not adding any extra details, that they did add those extra details. Although when we get to the bodice, it is horrible. I love all the extra sparkle designs on the rest of the dress. I don't know why they cheaped out on the bodice, but those sparkles, they're so sparse and they're just, it's giving dollar store and I hate it. And the last part of her outfit is the shoes, which I think they nailed. I think it would have been better if they did them in just hard plastic, but I get that it's a collector doll and you want to do a bit more, so I get that. No, my problem with Elsa comes with her face. I don't know what it is, but she just doesn't quite look like Elsa. If we go back to the collector's Rapunzel, I think she looks more like Elsa. Now, hear me out. I know that Elsa doesn't have green eyes like Rapunzel, but I don't know what it is. I think American Girl's green eyes with that white eyeliner makes her look a lot more like Elsa. I also am not a fan of the Mary Grace mold, so that could be another problem, but I just don't think this one looks like Elsa. I don't know how they could fix it, but definitely a different face mold and different eyes would have been better. And lastly, here is her box. I love that they put the snow castle in the background, or the ice castle, whatever. And now, as a very big Disney princess fan, this is just a nitpick, but I am so glad that they put it as Disney Frozen rather than Disney Princesses, because if you didn't know, Elsa and Anna are not part of the Disney Princesses. They made so much money that they went outside of the Disney Princess realm and are their own little gathering. There's the main five with the Mickey, Minnie, blah, blah, blah. There's the Disney Princesses, and there's Elsa and Anna, and so I am glad that they did that. That's just a little rant, so let's move on. Unlike Elsa, I love Anna. I think they captured her essence so beautifully, and the outfit is stunning. All those details on that cape are actually embroidered. They are not just printed on. If you look at the bodice, it has all of these wonderful stitching details, and the skirt too. They did a wonderful job on Anna's outfit that really makes it feel like a collector doll rather than just a normal American Girl, and even the clasp on her jacket is just perfect. Her boots as well are very well detailed for being plain boots. They did add a little bit of gold detail that makes them stand out just that little bit more. And Anna's face as well, I think, is very well done. It has a good in-between of adult Anna and kid Anna, and I think the hairstyle is absolutely perfect. She looks adorable. And although I do hate the white printed on eyeliner they've been doing with a lot of collector dolls, I don't mind it on Anna. It doesn't take away from it, and if I lived in America, I would probably get this doll. I've mentioned it before, but if you're in Canada, don't get these dolls. They're going to be more like $600 once you translate it from American and shipping. But if I lived in America, yeah, I think for $300 I'd buy this doll, which is crazy to say. And that is it for today's video. I recently de-wigged and restrung a Mary Ellen doll that I got off of Kijiji. Her wig was absolutely destroyed, so it was my first time taking a doll wig off, but for getting her for $15, I was like, I might as well. Should I make a video about that? And also, what wig color should I choose? It's just a normal Mary Ellen. I didn't switch the eyes or anything, so that weirds me out. What wig color should I choose? And should I make a video about that? Now, this video is already getting very long and very rambly, so I'm going to leave it off here. Goodbye!